So, who's turning these surveys in?
You can give them to me. I'll take them. I'll copy the other ones.
Oh, you can do them?
Yeah, they just don't want us in the room while we, you know.
Cool.
Thing is, they give us. I usually, and I just forgot. I usually do my own surveys that I have my students do, so I can keep them. They're anonymous, but that way, you know, I get the constructive feedback and I can keep it. But I've lost my mind.
Thanks. Good to see you, Ben. Thank you. Man, I think I started to not come today.
Okay, are we ready?
Yep.
Okay. Unobtrusive measures. Let me see that key concept paper. Unobtrusive measures. What do they include? Unobtrusive measures include archival existing data, simple observation, disguised observation, and physical trace analysis. So remember that. Remember what unobtrusive measures are and what they include.
Say what they include, please.
Archival existing data, simple observation, disguised observation, and physical trace analysis.
That's a lot of stuff.
That would probably be one of those all of the above questions.
That's
I'm not going to give you guys an audience. I'm going to go through every question. I can't keep repeating it, so you're going to have to know.
Okay.
Okay, this is going to be on here. Let me go to the book and make sure I know what that is. Okay, so unobtrusive measures. They're non-reactive methods for gathering data. Know that. Unobtrusive methods are non-reactive. Know what these different unobtrusive measures are. The archival existing data. You know that means you're going in and looking at past data. Simple observation. We know that's simply watching. Disguised observation. Physical trace analysis. Involves the reanalysis of secondary analysis, right? Secondary data analysis involves the reanalysis of data that was originally gathered or compiled for other purposes. Know what content analysis is, right? So the systematic analysis and selective classification of the contents of mass media would be considered content analysis.
It's a lot of stuff.
Know the difference between validity and reliability and the different types of validity. When asking, does my measurement instrument in fact measure what it claims to measure, what are we asking about? Validity. Very good. Does my measurement instrument measure what it claims to measure? Construct validity. Make sure you know what these are. Construct validity involves examining each item to judge whether each element measures the concept in question. Face validity. It's the most simple measure of validity. It asks, does the measure make sense at face value? Know what triangulation is. Triangulation. It's the use of multiple methods to measure the same phenomenon. Triangulation. they're going to be on the test, so take notes. When we're concerned with the stability and consistency of the measurement instrument, what are we talking about? Come on, guys. Reliability. All right? Reliability, we're talking about stability and consistency of the measurement instrument. Am I going to be able to get this same answer using this method during repeated measures?
The measured instrument?
You said that's reliability? Reliability.
Reliability. When we're talking about whether or not our measurement instrument will give us stable and consistent results over periods of use, we're talking about reliability. How do we determine reliability? One method is test and retest. We have the split half method. So know the methods that we use for testing reliability. Test, retest, split half method are a couple. Remember when we did that exercise on nominal, ordinal, interval, and ratio level variables? I need you guys to know which ones are which, right? So gender is an example of what level of measurement? Gender. Nominal. Very good. Age is an example of what level of measurement? Ratio. Very good. Income. Be an example of what level of measurement?
Ordinal. Income?
Income.
That's ratio.
Ratio. Very good. Sure, it has a true zero. Right? And a criminal offense such as homicide is an example of what level of measurement?
Ordinal.
Nominal.
Nominal. It's a trick question.
College level status. Freshman, sophomore,
That's ordinal.
senior. That's ordinal. Very good. So, when we're talking about scaling, I want you to know what scaling is. Scaling procedures involve attempts to increase the complexity of the level of measurement of variables from nominal to at least ordinal and hopefully interval or ratio level. Scaling. When we're talking about measurement instruments and data analysis, scaling involves procedures that attempt to increase the complexity of the level of measurement. Right? For instance, crime offense scale, right? Crime seriousness scale, we attempt to classify in some order different nominal level variables related to crime. So homicide, robbery, rape, right? Scaling allows us to put those into a kind of list, right, based on seriousness. So homicide would be first. So that's scaling. And we know that measurement scales are developed by the researcher and based primarily on face validity and professional judgment. Those measurement scales are developed by the researcher and based primarily on face validity. Know the disadvantages and the advantages of scales. One advantage is that they enable more accurate measures of phenomenon. Also, they lend themselves pretty easily to replication. Evaluation research. What does it do? Evaluation research asks, does the program work? Does it produce the desired results? Do the benefits outweigh the costs?
Thanks.
And should the program be extended or eliminated? So know what that is that evaluation research is asking. Is evaluation research considered applied research?
Yes.
Policy experiments are applied field experiments that address themselves to immediate practical policy questions. So know what policy experiments are. They are applied field experiments addressing immediate practical policy questions. Different types of evaluation include impact evaluation, process evaluation, and monitoring.
What was the first one?
Impact, think impact, process, and monitoring, right? So impact evaluation, process evaluation, or monitoring. Some of the criticisms of evaluation research include some unethical evaluations, poor quality data, unprepared evaluation staff, and it can be costly. A key to questionnaire items that enables the identification and examination of questionnaire content to ensure proper coverage, balance, and non-duplications of items is called a variables list. All right, so know what your variable list is. It is a key with questionnaire items, a key to questionnaire items. Your variable list. When we assign numerical values to responses gathered by a research instrument, what are we doing?
Coding.
We are coding. Very good. Know what your rates, frequencies, proportions, and percentages are. Know how they are calculated.
Reports and what?
Rates, frequencies, proportions, and percentages. Know the difference between descriptive statistics and inferential statistics. Descriptive statistics are intended to summarize or describe data and show relationships between variables. Inferential statistics are used to make inferences or generalizations to a larger population. Also know what your mean, your median, your mode, and the range means. All right, your measures of central tendency. The simplest measure of central tendency, most frequently occurring score is what? The mode. Very good. Most frequently occurring score. The average score, however, reported. Most familiar measure of central tendency would be the what?
The mean.
The mean, very good. And the midpoint score measure of central tendency?
The median.
The median, very good. Most applicable to describing ordinal level data. Blank is the simplest measure of dispersion and represents either the highest and lowest scores or the distance between those scores.
Range.
Range, very good. When we test a hypothesis of no relationship or no difference, what are we testing? The null hypothesis. All right? We're testing a hypothesis of no relationship or no difference. We're talking about the null. And then know the difference between a positive and a negative relationship. A perfect blank perfect blank between variables is expressed when increases or decreases in variable x produce increases or decreases in the same direction in variable y. Positive. Talking about the same relationship. So if variable x produces changes in the opposite direction in variable y, what are we talking about? A negative relationship, right? Those are the questions that are going to be on your final.
How many total questions are there?
There are going to be 40 questions. I added a few more, so you should be better for people instead of having 3 points per question. They're only worth 2.5, so you can miss more and still get a
This wasn't 40 questions.
fairly decent grade. Huh?
Nothing.
Do what?
Huh?
Huh?
I ain't saying nothing.
What? Huh?
Huh?
Why? Where?
I'm good.
Okay. Y'all got it.
You didn't go over the definitions that's going to be on there? You remember all of them?
The
Definitions, because I know some of the questions I didn't catch.
So you might fill in the blanks.
Multiple choice.